I'll be showing you how to do this medieval style two-tone 3D title in After Effects. So let's get into it. You'll obviously need some text. So I do have Magilla, the name of the song over here, and then Ken Carson, which could just take the artist name could just take a normal font, which I'm using a Libra Baskerville. Then for the word Magilla, I'm using this Dalek Pinpoint. I'll also show you guys some other fonts and where to get these medieval style or Greek style fonts. Add a new solid and then put element on it. Real quick, just wanted to remind you guys that we're still running a 30% sale on all our products. Simply use the code Black Friday 2025, and I think if I were you, I could also use it on our bundle to get better deals. Let's go on with the video. I'll go to the custom layers, custom text and maps, path layer 1, put it as Magilla, and then path layer 2 can go to the artist name, and then let's just set our scene up. Click on extrude so that you can have an extruded version of your text. Under the extrusion model, maybe under the bevel, just increase this extrude so that it can have that 2D 3D feel, and you can also play around with the bevel size if you want something thicker. But yeah, anytime we change the font right in After Effects, it will kind of reflect. So kind of not worried with this. Then we need to add some material. Before we add the material, we need to be able to add 2 sets of material so that you can create the two-tone kind of look. Right here, change bevel copies to 2 so that you can have 2 bevel copies. The one that's on top should be will be the one that I'd put red, and then the one that's right below the second one could take the glossy or the black or also the chrome. Where's the chrome? Okay, you can also put the chrome right inside over here. I'll click on my chrome and then play with the Z offset so that it can kind of come in front like this. If I play with the Z offset and take it back, it will kind of come right at the back. So I'm not looking for that. I want it to be right in front, and I think this is already a nice looking neat title. Click on environment. I'll add a warehouse. I think I got some good results with the warehouse environment for this, so I'll go back to here. I'll take the warehouse, hit OK, and I think we do have something really solid that can go with. You can kind of go back to the paint red extrusion model and maybe right on illumination, you can increase the intensity and then change the color to a red so that it kind of has that dripping red color. Very optional, but I do think that our look is kind of done. I need to activate our environment, so click right here to enable it. This is already looking good. I think I'd also want this chrome also at the back side, right, like at the back of the back. So let me see if I can do that. So go back to my extrusion model, hit custom path, hit bevel copies, make them 3. Then on the third bevel copy, put the chrome once again, and then we will play with the Z offset for it so that we can have something else at the back. So I think now we do have a chrome in front, chrome at the back, and then red right at the middle. I think that's right. Hit OK. I'll hide these other texts. Now we are dealing with this one. Our look is kind of done. Just go to our render settings, under lighting, put it on 360. I think I can just rotate the lighting a bit. These up to 100 plus. Okay, I think I'll leave it at 120. Go to ambient occlusion, make sure that it's enabled so that we do have some shadows on it. Increase the intensity. It will really match. Let me just put this to full. It will help by creating shadows underneath these areas when you put it, when you enable it, but you can also kind of leave it if you don't feel the necessity. I think that's just generally okay. I think we can add just a little movement on it so that it's not very static. So go to group, right under group 1, create group null, just create that so that you can add some movements over here. I'll drop these down. I'll add a scaling and position keyframes, push these to my right side since that's what we want eventually. Alter the Z value, which is the third value, so that it kind of starts from right behind. Okay, it can start right behind. Again, also on a scaling of 0. Easy is these ones. That's a basic movement. Just go on the keyframes, make sure that it speeds right in the beginning. So I'll go to my speed graph, move these all the way to my left, and I'll kind of do the same for this other one also for the scaling, so that they all come together like a fucking puzzle. Yeah, okay, so it kind of comes in like this, but I think I want more movement, so I think I need to tighten the graph so that it all starts right here. I'll do the same for the scaling. Maybe I'll push these closer. Okay, so at least now it's just coming in like this, which is what you want, something very fast. I think I could also push these closer. Let me just make these kind of look like a final end product. So that means we add a glow and we add some curves. I'm definitely using Deep Glow 2. Reduce the radius and these other parameters just a little bit. Increase the threshold. Let me make sure that I'm seeing it. Increase the threshold. Yeah, I think just a simple glow. It doesn't need to be too much. I'll also add some curves to bring a layer of contrast. Put a very deep S curve if you can. And I think we already have our look, deep glow, curves. That's kind of everything is kind of set up. I think I just need to include the Ken Carson text. So I'll go back to my solid, go back to my scene setup. Under group folder, just right click and duplicate the model. I'll just disable this. Okay, I'll disable group number 1. Then right on this group folder, click here, set it to group 2. And you can also rename this group 2 or just name it artist name. I can disable these other materials, just maintain the red one. We also need to tell it where to extract the text from. So custom path should come from custom path 2. Bevel copies, we just need 1 bevel copy. I think I'll just put a gold text on it. Or I could go to Elite Shades, add this gold. Elite Shaders, just hit OK. And then back here, After Effects just crashed on me, so luckily enough I just had a backup of what I had done earlier, so I'll kind of walk you through it because it's very much similar to what we had done. So I was kind of showing you how to add the Ken Carson text into and how to integrate it into the scene. So once you add it, all you need to go is to go into your group 2 settings. And what I did, if I hit you, I added keyframes under Y rotation, which should be right under here. I added Y rotation and also particle size, keyframed it from 0 to 10, which is the normal, so that this could just happen real quick and very fast. I didn't use a group null for this since I didn't need much control over here, and I just kept the rotation, the Y rotation, which is right under the rotation, rotated it from 0 to 290 to keep that Ken Carson text kind of rotating. They are all sharing the same effects which I had just showed you, deep glow and curves. That's why they're also just as good as they are. Now before I forget, the reason why you can see the Magilla text, let me just disable this. You might notice that this Magilla text is kind of bouncing around, and the way to do that is just is that under the group null, under transform, I hope you noticed I didn't add a keyframe on anchor point. Just add a small expression, a wiggle expression, while holding Alt and clicking right here. Click on it, type in wiggle, and it will allow you to add an expression. So I did put 2 to 8, which is very low key, and which will make sure that the text kind of bounces around there. Now for the last part that I wanted to show you is that where to get these fonts and how to play around with them. Okay, because these are the other fonts that I was able to get that kind of have the same vibe, Electra and Alphabetics. Just give me a second, I'll show you how to get them. If I change this font over here, the Magilla text, let me re-enable the background. If I undergo over here and change to Electra, I think it's Electra, it kind of has that same feel. Okay, you can see the font kind of changes a little bit. I can space it out and it will reflect in the final copy. The other one was Alphabetics, so make sure to click on your initial text, Alphabetics. Yeah, this was kind of different, but I wasn't really going for this one. I also found this Old London, which looks like a newspaper. Old London. This was a really cool kind of text to go with, but I hope you guys kind of get the point and the gist of how to pull off these. To get these fonts, just go to dafont.com. I think I went for the Roman or Greek. Yeah, those are the fonts that you'll find something like this, because this is actually the one that I used, the Dalek Pinpoint. Yeah, and that's basically how to do this two-tone medieval style 3D title inside After Effects. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Peace out.